These are such amazing mushrooms. They look like glass. They're so beautiful. They come up at dawn, tiny little pins. And by lunchtime, they've completely disappeared. This is them nearly the end of their life cycle. But they're such beautiful, delicate mushrooms. No, I don't know what they're called. I can't remember. But we're well past when they're tiny little fellows coming out of the soil at dawn. So it's up at dawn and dead and gone by noon is what these mushrooms are to me anyway. Sweet little purple mushrooms with a big dog walking through them. And then the big ones. Big mushrooms and little mushrooms. Sweet little mushrooms. More mushrooms. Our mushroom biodiversity is really good. Isn't that right, Inkadink? Isn't that right, Java? So big. So many. Anyway, oh, the sun's popping out. I'm under the great oak tree. She's massive. Yeah, we're looking at some tiny, tiny mushrooms. Oh, and Java, you're sitting on them. Tiny, tiny, tiny mushrooms. Yeah. The diversity of mushrooms is incredible. Waiting for another tour, and my two assistant tour managers are waiting on the driveway off the road. They know to stay there, and so I'm just waiting for a big old bus to come down that road. And the crows are having a conversation. Anyway, it's a waiting game for the time being. When the tours come up the driveway, this obviously receives loads of oohs and ahs, and everybody loves my Annabelles. They're so ginormous. I mean, look at the size of them. They're huge. They're bigger than a head. They're absolutely massive. I'm hoping that next year this particular hydrangea will have more flowers. I pruned those back a bit hard because I like the contrast of the Annabelles with that. But that's a massive success, and all the gardening people that are knitters or also knitters love this bed. And then coming up into the yard, this is really successful. I'm very pleased with that. So I'll show you the other dead area at the moment. This is really good. My thingies, whatever they're called, I can't remember. This isn't bad. After we've done the tour in the wool room, we walk up through here, and it's already a wow. And they go, wow, when they come in here. But that bed, I need to do something autumnal with that bed. In the spring, it's spectacular. But yeah, I need to dig out all this lovely stuff I can't stand. But there's a rose here, and it hasn't been doing the last few years. It's one of Granny's roses. Anyway, there's hellebores and Jack Frost and snowdrops and crocuses in it. So it's great in the spring, but I have to figure out something that is impactful right in there around that rose. And here, these guys is what I was thinking is a combination of this guy and these. They're really lovely. And I think the combination of those two right there might work, because it works well with this bed over here, the vine house bed, which everybody loves. So do I. And it's going to get fuller and fuller and fuller. So many different mushrooms right here, or fungi. So many different fungi, like these here. Then we come over here, and we have these here. And then we have these here. And then we have these beauties up here. And look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? So, loads of mushrooms over here. Look at that for mushrooms. Just incredible. They're all devouring the sugary sweetness of the rotting of that tree. Look at that. Hordes of them. So many. Mushrooms. It's that time of year. Wherever I walk, there are mushrooms. Look at that. With their skirts. So beautiful. So beautiful. Look at these incredibly elegant, long-legged mushrooms. They're coming out of that piece of wood. You can see where it's coming out the wood right there. But they are funny in elegance in their longness. Mushrooms everywhere. There's more of these elegant ones. They're a bit more mature. Look at these mushrooms. And then you go up the tree trunk and it's shelves, mushroom shelves, loads of them. So that's the woodland for you. Mushrooms. It's October and there's a red admiral. Butterfly. There she is. Still alive. It caught my eye as it fluttered. Whoop. Inca, leave it. There we go. I should go put it in some long grass actually. Maybe I'll do that. Oh. It'll find its own bit of long grass, I think. Everything's turning colors now and dying back. So it'll probably go somewhere and hibernate. There she is. See you next year, babes.